My D&D party recently robbed a collapsed tomb. Or, like the kids nowadays say, we mined some cryptocurrency. Hello Orbidicers! Welcome to the 19 Dev Update. My name is Andrew and I am designer and community manager at Blasterlight Games. We know the update is long overdue, but we had our hands full with what we will now discuss. Today, we have to talk about the impeding delays.
No.
Let me start with an overview of what is happening. As some of you might know, China is undergoing a series of lockdowns since the end of March. This might have flown under the radar for you, with all the news focused on what is happening in our neighboring country, Ukraine. In China, multiple cities, provinces and ports are still locked down due to China's national zero COVID policy. We have monitored the situation closely all time past month. We hope for our factories and supply chains to avoid being closed. Unfortunately, that was not the case. As the pandemic continues in China, the government is closing major ports and even whole cities, along with enforcing travel restrictions. All of that imposes serious disruptions to all manufacturing. Even the world's tech giants can't escape problems. One of the largest suppliers for Apple, Foxconn, had to shut down two of its factories just recently. But let's break it down to the core problems we encountered. Preparing for manufacturing, preparing for shipping, and shipping. For the pre-manufacture step, we were at the end of the production cycle for all the tools. But with the recent lockdowns in mainland China, our suppliers didn't meet the contracted dates for delivery. They have also very reduced work capacity, as a lot of businesses are severely understaffed. That leads us to our manufacturing. Our manufacturer was locked out from their plants for over 2 weeks and continues to be disrupted by the ongoing pandemic. All production has come to a grinding halt or is barely moving. We hope that the factory will resume its normal operations as soon as possible, but it's really hard to say for sure when will it happen. The next step in chain is product packing and preparing for shipping. As the production finishes, we have to gather all the different pieces that will come as a package that you will receive. They come from different factories in the region. Besides disruptions of the production itself, we also see disruptions in inland shipping due to travel restrictions. Of course, due to that delay in the manufacturing, we hope that the current situation with inland freight will be resolved by the time we need to package everything, and the process will go smoothly. Finally, the elephant in the room, sea freight. Due to lockdowns, the ports are working at greatly reduced capacity and creating huge delays for freighters waiting for unloading and loading. One of the biggest ports, that is the one closest to our manufacturer, it's one that was hit the most, Shanghai. As you can see in the image, that's the situation last week around the port. Most of the green dots out in the sea are freighters that wait to be unloaded and loaded with containers. It doesn't look good at all. And according to a study by Windward, 1 in 5 container ships available worldwide is stuck at the coast of China, and some say as much as 30%. The problem with inland shipping doesn't help, as thousands of shipping containers are piling up in ports without any means to transport them to their destinations. Of course, due to manufacturing delay, we will miss our scheduled freight and we will need to find a new date to transport Orbidice to the United States, Europe and other shipping hub locations. To give you an example of the freight disruptions in China, we have had sent samples back to the manufacturer, and this is what happened. Normally, it shouldn't take more than a week for the package to be delivered, most times less than a few days. It really stalled our ability to review and approve the samples of Orbidice for production. If you want to know more, in the video description and on the Kickstarter update you will find links to publications and articles that go into more detail about the situation in China. So in the end, summing everything up, we expect a delay of at least another 3 months, and that is if the manufacturing will fully resume in May. We really hope it won't be much more than 5 months. We really want to deliver Orbidice to all of you as fast as possible, as each day of delay costs us money and delays our next projects. We hope you will find patience as we had to in this time of global disruptions and uncertainty. Now that we have all this crucial information done with, let us show you the finalized Orbitray design that we were supposed to get a sample for this update. Of course we didn't, because, you know, shipping. The last time we showed you Orbitray, we were still working on the hinge. We have made a very simple yet effective design for it. It allows for changing the angle of the dice track and is much more sturdy than the ones we have sent to reviewers. It will be pretty fun to roll the Orbidice in it. We hope to get a prototype in time for the next update, so we will be able to show you how it rolls. Of course, our team doesn't sit on laurels and is working on designing more teams for the next Orbidice Kickstarter that hopefully we could make next year. We had one team that wasn't unlocked during our Kickstarter, but some of you might know, but before I show you the first renderings, let's remind you it is still a work in progress, but it really looks so good. So, without further ado, Cyberpunk team for Orbidice. you know what? What would you like to see as a theme for the next Orbidice Kickstarter? Let us know in the comments. And on that, thank you so much for tuning in for today's update. If you enjoyed our update, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel as we have more exciting projects coming this year. See you next time, Orbidicers.